Shout out to Caress Me Night for sending me the story, and also shout out to her because we actually were having a discussion through email about this particular story right here. And I think it's safe to say that Jason Mitchell, even though he has not been around very long, his career might actually be in the toilet, because everything ever since these allegations have come out about him, which are very recent, because I'm telling you, like, this stuff about him came out this month in May. Now, by the time y'all see this video, it'll be June, and I'm recording it on May 30th. But these allegations are fresh, and they have just come out this month. And his whole career is just coming crashing down like a house of cards. Now, we know so far that he has been removed from The Chi, and he is the main character. They say he will not be back for season 3. And season 3, like I said, has been renewed. He got removed from this project that he was working on, I think, for Netflix. And now another ball has dropped for him. So every year MTV has this thing called the MTV Movie and TV Awards. Back then it used to just be called the MTV Movie Awards, but then they incorporated television into the awards as well. Well, he has lost his nomination for that because he got nominated for The Chi. And he got dropped from that. He lost the nomination, and they pretty much took his invitation away, so he can't even come to the show amid these allegations. Now, what's interesting, and I don't think that I mentioned this in the original video, the showrunner, whose name is Ayana Floyd, I think that's her name, they said that she knew about this misconduct that was coming from him. They said she knew. But they don't say stuff like this because they don't want to affect the show or their job. So instead of them coming right out with it, it just blew up. So a lot of people were saying this Tiffany Boom chick was probably lying and everything like that. But if the showrunner knew, and they said that Tiffany Boom was constantly going to them, telling them about her uncomfortability around him, because this, that, and the third, and they didn't do anything, all the way to the point where she had to have her fiance on set when they were doing certain scenes, and they still didn't do anything, then that leads me to believe that this woman, this showrunner, was condoning the behavior off the skin that the show was being successful. I hope that she knows that this right here could possibly have canceled the show altogether. They are very lucky that Showtime is allowing the show to even have a 3rd season. And from the way that it is looking, The Chi might not even make it to a 4th season. And I also question that Lena Waithe as well, because her and Common are like the executive producers of the show. And, she has a lot of hands on in the show. And I remember doing a video about her last year, calling her out for that bullshit she said about that movie Crazy Rich Asians. I said it's amazing how she said that we have to go out and support this movie Crazy Rich Asians because of the POC thing. And I'm like, did you just not remember that there was a movie that came out independently made called Sorry to Bother You that was made by a black man and had 2 black leads? Like 2 weeks prior to Crazy Rich Asians coming out, and you did not give it that kind of push. And let me just also add, Lena Waithe is a lesbian. Like, she is a stone cold, hardcore, butch lesbian. Which is another reason why a lot of people who are black don't really lean towards them, especially, because of how they push themselves forward. Like, I can just tell Lena Waithe by doing that, she is not black first by far. I'm shocked that her wife is a black woman. But yeah, it's not looking too good for Jason Mitchell. And when he played Eazy-E, which was his breakout role, he got all kinds of praise from everybody for that performance, to the point where the people was questioning why he wasn't even nominated for an Oscar, because he definitely would have won, because he had one of the best performances in the entire movie, and that was his first film. And then he went on to do some movies. I remember seeing him in Kong Skull Island. And I'm like, oh, he's really going places now. He's working with some big top people. And then he got on The Chi, which is, a very, successful show. And now this happens. And now everything's being snatched away from him like that, and quickly. Because like I said, all of this stuff has just come out. It's not like months have passed. He literally lost his part on the show. They snatched that movie away from him, and he lost his nomination all in 1 month. Now, I can't defend him in the aspect as if he's actually guilty of what he's done, because that's the thing. You got to be real careful. These are just allegations right now. He has not even been to a trial. There's not, as far as I'm concerned, not a trial has been set. He hasn't been found guilty of anything. All of this is just accusations right now, but we know how it is when it comes to black men in entertainment. It's like they have to walk on eggshells when it comes to things like this. But if there is a shred of evidence that he did do what he is accused of, then he pretty much hung himself out there to dry, and his entire career, and he should have known better. But I still can't forgive him for what he said, trying to defend Roseanne and her racist comments last year, because I had to go in on him about that. Because I ain't forget. And neither did my subs. But yeah, like, his career is literally pretty much in a comatose state right now. It is on life support. Meanwhile, you got Harvey Weinstein settling $44 million to his accusers, quote unquote. And he's having issues, as far as we're concerned, with so far one main person and maybe a couple of others who have not yet come forward. And back to that showrunner, because I forgot to mention this. Her, along with Tiffany Boom, who was the actress who played his girlfriend on the show, she quit as the showrunner. And she probably had no other choice but to, because they would have came after her. And they should, for the simple fact, if Tiffany Boom went to her and told her about her grievances, and she didn't do anything. Because at the end of the day, a lot of them were just looking after their own ass. And like I said before, they better be lucky Showtime is even allowing the third season to happen. But they probably was like, look, it'll happen, but you got to fire Jason Mitchell. I'm sorry. We'll find, maybe you can replace him or whatever, but I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to kill his character off or if they're going to replace him with another actor. I don't know. That's kind of tricky, because you don't know his character. Like, people don't kill his character because he still has some ways to go, or don't replace him because no one could play the role like he did. But someone said maybe that's probably why they've been building up the Emmett character played by Jacob Lattimore, because like I said before in the other video, they've been giving him more scenes lately. So they're probably building it up where he'll probably be the new lead if they don't replace Jason Mitchell's character, and or maybe like just have him die off or something like that. But I have a feeling that after this, the ratings for The Chi for the third season are probably going to go way down. I know them writers are panicking right now because they already had third season in mind. They were getting ready to write the characters, and now they got to go and do damage control. That's sort of like what happened with Jussie Smollett. Them writers had to go scramble to rewrite his character for the remainder of the season after everything happened with him. So like I said, that's a writer's nightmare. But like I said, if The Chi does not come back after the third season, it'll all stem from this. And I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I will talk to you in the next one.